Oh no. Oh no. It's on the boat. It's on the boat. The game knew. The game knew. Amanda's like, yes! Perfect. Even better. Well, before you take that nutrition stick, remember...
Oh, yeah. Forgot.
No worries, no worries.
Oh.
That sums it up so well, Amanda. This is amazing. I hate it. Yeah, and Honora's like, I wish you could. I wish you could do the nutrition stick, but unfortunately on this occasion, given the request, it does not work. Okay, so remember, maximize the rekindling. You're good to go there. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, chat. I think, start your guesses. How long do you think this ride is going to take? I would say almost any bet is safe. I'm not sure there is such a thing as betting too high on this occasion, because who knows? Amanda says 27. Honor says, you know what, it's midnight here. So, you know, you could probably go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and we would still be doing this right. I wouldn't necessarily rule that out. Honor says 40 minutes, Amanda says 27. I am going to refrain from speculating. I don't want to influence the participants, or chat for that matter. But let us know what you think. The witching hour. True. We need to bet? Oh, it might be interesting to try that one out. Sailor, before you lock in your last character here, what if we do set up a prediction for maybe just an over and under for how long we think this ride will go? And I don't know, we have one person betting 27 minutes, we have another person betting 40. Maybe we say, predict, do you think this ride is going to take more or less than 30 minutes? How does that sound? We make that sort of the middle ground. Yeah, either 30 or 35, what do we think? I mean, if we're just trying to, like, take a middle ground between what Honor and Amanda have chosen. Alright, Baylor has made it. The prediction is live. Predict away, chat. We shall see. What number did you put it at, Baylor?
Oh, 30.
30? Okay. So we'll see. 5:02 local time for me. So the question is, will this go to 5:32 in that case?
Oh.
Or higher. Okay, so here we go. Triple sap madness incoming here. Now, as is often the case, it's going to be, well, of course, very difficult to score. That goes without saying, because these saps are slow. They're not exactly natural scores, especially when they've not been able to take any of their offensive talismans. They have the leeching, which is going to make this right last all the longer. A lot of this is going to come down to where can they place their saplings, because one of the keys is getting a sapling close to the opposing Pyre and giving yourself sort of a safe zone of sorts from which to throw the orb, because that is one of the benefits of those saps. They have a lot of range on their throws, though it takes a long time to charge them up. So if you can find a safe place to throw it from, then that might be their most effective way to score. But that's not going to be close enough, not for lag at least. So he'll try to inch forward here. That second sapling, well, it goes down here as Phaler banishes that character, and that was a jumping sap from Phaler over that water. Rarely, if ever, do you see that. Throw from Phaler, was that one going to be in throwing range? It's going to be close. I would guess maybe a little bit out of range, though. Hard to say. Phaler with Volfred. Can you make it in from there? I don't think so. Or at least, lag able to intercept, at the very least. So, no one has scored yet. They have Leech, and they have Maximum Rekindling. So, at this rate, we'll see. It could be a never-ending, right? Only one way to find out. Old friend. Throws it back. A triple sap banishment there. Lag retreating. Getting rid of the orb. The sapling actually banishes Phaler. Lag locking down the orb with the sapling. And Lag looking to set up some saplings in an aggressive offensive position and has a decent setup here. Those saplings are perhaps not quite close enough, but they're not far. That second one certainly is. Lag trying to inch ever closer. Oh, but when he loses the saplings, when he loses the saps, he loses the saplings. What's going for here, though? Look at that. That throw from close range, and that is our first score of the Rite. Lag had to cut it a little bit short there, just 14 rather than the full 25 damage. But, our first score nonetheless. Phaler charging up the throw with Volfred here. That looked like it might have been off to the side. It was within range, but just off target. Lag trying to move that sapling closer. That, again, I don't think is within range, but he's on the very edge of it, perhaps. Otherwise, he might try to make a new sapling that's a little bit closer. But now it's Phaler on the offensive. Oh, and that's certainly within throwing range here. And is this one of Phaler's leeching? Yes, it is one of Phaler's leeching saps. So Phaler deals 25 damage, gets 10 life back. So Phaler's up to 96 now, Lag up to 75, and of course, both of them are on their first life bars here. But their second life bars are actually bigger than their first life bars. And we're going to see a lot of leeching. So no lead is permanent here. Now Lag, I think that talisman, or that sapling rather, may have been within throwing range. But of course, sap goes down, so does the sapling. So missed opportunity there. Lag trying to set one up here. Oh, and look at that. Phaler rushes him down. You don't say that often with the sap. Oh, and Phaler opportunity here. Lag does have someone back. Can he intercept with him? Remember, saps at close range, their throws are actually unblockable. From distance, they can be intercepted, though. Phaler, or rather, Lag defenseless at the moment. Phaler pushing the offensive here. Oh, but well-placed sapling, and well-timed as well from Lag. Phaler trying to see, can I inch forward and nab that? I don't think so. Phaler is definitely within, or very close to, at the very least, throwing distance over there. But it seems like they're dueling closer to Phaler's Pyre at the moment. Just keep an eye out for that Volfred on Phaler's side, because he's dangerous. Might see Phaler go for the last-minute pass over to him, but oh, look at this. Lag intercepted. Phaler now with that Volfred we were talking about before, and does make it in. 22 damage, cuts it a little bit short, but will leech as well. So Phaler back up to his starting 100 Pyre life. Lag down to 53. Man, I don't think I win this. Everyone is the winner here. Oh, and look at that. Phaler pushes his way forward, and even from point blank, has the presence of mind to remember, no, throw this one in. Don't plunge. That way he keeps all of his saps. That means Phaler keeps building on this lead here. Again, I mean, would have leeched from that score, but wasn't necessary. He was already at his starting Pyre life. Phaler just looking to get rid of it here. Lag picks it up, though. And there may not be defenders in position here for Phaler, although able to catch up just in time to banish. Otherwise, Phaler might have been in a little bit of trouble there. Lag pushing forward a bit, starting to put some pressure on Phaler. Ins him a bit in the corner here. Banishes one sap, but Phaler now making moves with Volfred. Charging up the throw. Lag has to decide, do I go for the interception or the banishment? And pulls off the interception. And still has Manly here. Is that close enough to score? Phaler gonna try to banish. Oh, look at this. Lag gives him the slip and actually plunges with Manly for 25. Look at that. And I believe may have had leech on that as well.
Yep.
But it does mean that now Lag is down Manly. So at best, looking at 2 saps to Phaler's 3, this will be a tricky series for Lag. And right now, this is what he may see a lot of. Every sap down. Time perhaps for Phaler. Oh, but look at that. Wolfred back just in time to intercept. Almas. He goes down. Phaler, very aggressive sapling placement there. Lag perhaps just trying to bide some time, get Palmas back. He is back now. Passes it over to him. Over to Wolfred. Wolfred gives it up, goes down. Means Palmas is by himself here. Lag potentially vulnerable if Palmas does go down, but he is biding some time here, just making it a little bit easier for Wolfred to come back and defend. Just in time at that. And might be looking to do the same thing here. Locks down the orb with the sapling, although Wolfred goes down. Just in time for Palmas to return, though. So Lag just playing some defense here and needs to be really mindful when he picks his chances to push forward, because could very easily lose 2 saps, be defenseless, and then it could be a free score for Phaler. That is the last thing that Lag needs now. But at least that is the case here, but he had a sapling on top of the orb, so it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But Phaler trying to find an opportunity here. Lag back with both saps now. And Lag just trying to find a way out from right next to his Pyre. Phaler has him pinned. Phaler continuing to apply pressure, putting on the siege. Has 2 out of 3 saps here, but could actually bring in a 3rd if he thinks that's necessary. Oh, but look at this. Perhaps successful here. Gets rid of the last of the saps there. Scores, leeches 50% of the damage, although oh no, it is necessary here. Lag had scored. So Phaler back up to 88, Lag now down to 13. But in some ways, Lag at least relieved to see that now he has all of his saps returned. Here is Lag, oh, with Palmas down. Family. By himself at the moment. Here come the reinforcements. The Manly down. Wolfred. Wolfred down. Almas. Gets Manly back. Lag. Trying to avoid a similar situation here. Try not to get locked in next to his Pyre. Phaler trying to move in, though. Phaler brings over sap number 2. And sees the orb there. It is open for the taking. Was not blocked by that sapling, but now Lag sees. Hold on. Is there anyone back to defend me right now? Quiet moment as they both ponder what move they want to make here, but look at this! Phaler doesn't have anyone back to stop Lag here. Lag goes for a bit of a quick throw there. 14 damage, but leeches back some of that life. And that gets Lag back up to 23, which is actually... That is an interesting number because, of course, at most, Phaler can deal 25 with 1 score. And if he does deal that full 25, then he will trigger Lag's Rekindling. And that is something that I think Lag wants to avoid as long as possible, because at this stage, it is possible for Lag to leech back up to his starting Pyre life and save that Rekindling for future occasion. But if he goes down here, then he may not be so lucky. Phaler with time for the full 25 damage throw, gets it off, and yes, now has triggered that Rekindling. So that means that Lag is onto his 2nd life bar. It is bigger than the 1st life bar, yes. But it does mean that Phaler is still on the first life bar and has that distinct advantage. Only 7 minutes underway. So perhaps this will be quicker than expected, but... And again, we've got the Leeching Talismans. Who knows? And bear in mind, their Rekindling for both players is bigger than their starting life bar. By 50%, nonetheless. So it really could continue to go on as long as, well, who knows how long. The Leeching, there really is no limit. Saps trade places here. Full Fred. Gets rid of it. Tries to move the sapling a little bit further forward. Lag advancing here. Loses one sap, though. Loses two saps. They're nearly able to lock down the orb. Lag waiting for other saps to return. Has them now. Taylor trying to banish one of those, and does, but loses his Volfred in the process. Meanwhile, Lag just trying to create some separation between where the orb is and where his Pyre is. Taylor pushing forward, banishes one, trades saps. Lag retreats. Then pushes forward with the saplings, successfully at that. Look at that sapling placement there from Lag. Opportunity perhaps? Oh, but then he loses the sap that placed it. That was definitely an opportunity. That was by far his best placed sapling, at least in quite some time. And now Phaler with time to recover and continue. Push his other saps forward. And Phaler bringing on the pressure here. Loses his Volfred, though, in the process. That was the sap that he is pushing most aggressively with. Manly versus Manly. They take each other out. Again, trading saps. Oh, Phaler actually winning out that exchange twice. But the saplings protecting the orb in what would have otherwise been a free score there for Phaler. Lag gets rid of one of Phaler's saps. Moves the saplings forward. Phaler moving in. Both the saps and saplings. It's another one out there. That one had the rare vote sapling momentum, which has, in some cases, been the key to getting those saplings further than expected. Phaler with only Manly here. Perhaps a bit of an opportunity for Lag. Still needs to pick up the orb, and in the meantime, Phaler gets all the saps back, and now perhaps opportunity gone. Phaler trying to push those saplings further. Lag banishes one. Free orb here. But no one seems to want it. They're focusing on the saplings first and foremost, and banishments. Now Phaler takes it. And maybe within throwing range here. That gets intercepted. Almas trying to avoid banishment here, but he goes down. Phaler trades saps. One down for Phaler. And Lag pushing forward here. Might be trying to make a move now. Trying to bring numerous saps over there. Layer up those auras. Make them as big as possible. Oh, and Lag perhaps pushing a little too much there. Too many saps and saplings on Phaler's side for him to find a safe spot. And may not have needed to get that close to Phaler's Pyre. Might have been able to throw from where he had the sapling set up already. Lag. Three saps close together here, but also close to his Pyre, which is a little bit risky here. As if Phaler finds a way to banish some of them, and that may be an avenue for Phaler to make a quick score, but suddenly some free space here. Lag looking to take it. And Lag with the middle ground here now. Phaler pushing. Phaler trying to retake it. Double banishment there. Phaler pushing with Volfred. Trades saps. That means at least at the moment Lag is undefended. So Lag pushing forward. Gets a sapling down. So does Phaler. Lag banishes one. Tries to get the saps closer together to increase the aura size. Oh, look at this! Lag with a sapling placed right next to Phaler's Pyre. Goes to that sap. Gets the throw all the way up to 25 damage, unblockable from that range. But unfortunately, he was already at 150 Pyre life, so no leeching to benefit from there. Purely the damage. But Lag will take it. Lag with the middle ground here. But Phaler quickly makes a move. Has the opportunity to take it back. Lag looking to push. Gets banished before he can make that. Phaler happy to trade saps here. Ooh, but Lag able to defend. Now, free middle ground here, which Phaler quickly seizes. Has control of the middle of the board, or at least looking to take it. In fact, has control of right next to Lag's Pyre. That is very dangerous. But at the moment Lag has the orb.
No.
Blocked. Lag. And perhaps throw from here. Intercepted, though. And I believe Phaler has lost that sapling that was right next to Lag's Pyre. Is that risk perhaps no longer there? Middle of the field is open. Phaler rushes into it, to the extent that a sap can rush into anything. And pushes forward into the attacking third. At least with one sap. Lag perhaps sees this as a chance to banish him. And looks to take the middle. Trading saps once more. But in the process, Lag, looked like he was inching forward. And Phaler erases that progress and now has an opportunity to push forward himself. Wolfred. I believe that's too far to make the throw. It is. So Phaler throws in a different direction instead, and Lag says, well, hold on a second. I'll take that. And tries to push all the saps forward here. Perhaps seeing an opportunity to attack. Has retaken the middle now. And is perhaps close enough. He might even be able to throw it in from here. That would be interceptable, one would think. Oh, except he runs in there to banish two defenders. Lag with a very aggressive move there. But Phaler getting the saps back. Lag just not quick enough to seize on that opportunity. Phaler moving in now. Banishes Lag. And now Phaler on the attack. Phaler banished. Lag banished. Phaler back at it. Phaler down. Phaler locks down the orb with the sapling just barely. Lag might be able to sneak in to snag that. He does. But doesn't have enough time to charge up a throw. Phaler. That is close enough to throw it. Lag retreats to intercept, though. Lag looks to place down the saplings, but so does Phaler. Now the middle is free. Lag is the first to take, but Phaler's not far behind. Oh, and no one back to defend at the moment. So Lag comes back quickly enough to prevent Phaler from picking that up for a free throw. And Phaler's the first one to claim the middle. The Lag pushes. And they trade saps, and now the middle is untaken. But Phaler quick to seize it. Starts moving in for the siege. But Lag sees an avenue out. Loses one sap. But banishes one of Phaler's. And may have a location here. Create a bit of a barrier around himself. Wolfred is pretty advanced here. Oh, look at that. Phaler was ready to make a move to banish him. Does so now. But for a second, it looked like Lag might have been onto something. Now it's Phaler who looks dangerous. That is close enough to throw it. But Lag can intercept. Lag retreats. Looks to place down a few more saplings. Trades saps. And they trade saps again, and the middle is untaken here. Phaler looks quicker to seize it. He gets banished. And it's a numbers advantage, at least, for Lag. But Phaler looks to change that quickly here. Except Phaler unable to survive that banishment there. So a lot of back and forth here in the middle as they struggle for control. Phaler pushing hard now. Both players pushing hard now, each with a sap in an advanced position. Lags gets banished, though, whereas Phaler still has Volfred close to Lag's Pyre. They're trying to decide what to do with that sap. Does he keep him as a dangerous weapon to come back to? And yes, this is his opportunity, and close enough to be unblockable with that throw. Makes it in for 19 damage, and may have leeched a bit as well. I believe he did. Fight for the middle. Phaler takes it for now. Then retreats. Brings in reinforcements. Has it locked down. Moving in with Volfred. He's within throwing range here, but he goes down. Phaler able to banish with the sapling immediately. Might have a little bit of a safety zone. The throw intercepted. Phaler continuing to move in, though. Trade saps. Lag trying to avoid getting pinned in by his Pyre. But Phaler is moving in. Trying to establish more of a presence in the middle. Lag says, what if I speed past you and move toward your Pyre? Suddenly Lag has a sap that looks very dangerous. Can he pass it over to him in time, though? That he can. Throw gonna be unblockable from this range, I would think. That it is. 25 damage throw. Now they tussle for control over the middle once more. Phaler, the last one standing here. Phaler looking to move that sapling forward. He does so. That, I think, is a little too far for the throw, although it was close. Trade saps here. Oh, and Lag able to fend off that attack from Phaler. Phaler moving in with Palmas, but loses Palmas. Lag trying to see if he can gain some ground in the process. Phaler not ready to give it up so easily. The Lag may have a bit of an area here. A safe zone from which to throw the orb. Phaler moves in to banish one of those saps. The Lag make it in with this one, though. I believe that is close enough to make it in with the throw. Oh, not quite. I was going to say, but Phaler at the very least might be able to intercept it. Not necessary on this occasion, though. Phaler trying not to get banished here. Retreats to avoid it. But it does mean that Lag takes the middle here. And even after trading saps, still has a sap and sapling there. Phaler trying to move in, but loses a sap. And Lag establishing himself further. Phaler trying to banish one. No, gets lost in banishment himself. Now triple sap presence here in the middle. So certainly a numbers advantage here for Lag. Oh, but runs in and loses one of them. And gets a little bit greedy here. Moving the sapling closer to Phaler's Pyre may not have been necessary. Phaler takes the orb in the process, but he is pinned here. Throw gives it up to Lag. Lag retreats to the safety of the sapling. Looking to throw. Oh, but he was on the edge of the sapling, which meant that Phaler's orb was big enough that he could still banish him there. So missed opportunity for Lag, and now Phaler looking to respond. Lag intercepts.
No.
Lots of banishments here, and Lag is now defenseless. Time for Phaler to throw this one in. Charges it up all the way, and does leech 50% of the damage he dealt. So Lag drops down to 106, Phaler back up to 60. Remember that Lag is on his second life bar. He has already triggered his rekindling, whereas Phaler has not. Lag, only person with a presence in the middle here. See if he looks to advance further toward Phaler's Pyre. Loses one sap, but still has two here. Phaler looking to change that equation. Oh, the throw. Oh, it was close enough that it was going to be an unblockable throw. But Phaler able to rush him down before he can get the throw off. Full Fred. Intercepted. Lag retreats. Looks to set up shop in the middle here. 2 saps, 2 saplings there. Banishes one of Phaler's saps, but then loses one of his own. That was a flying sap. A flying Palmas. Oh, but look at that. No saps here for Phaler at the moment. Time for Lag to charge up a full damage throw. That's 25. Dropping Phaler down to 35. And this gets a little closer. Both players. Lots of saps in the middle here. Phaler with bigger auras, though, so Phaler knows he can banish if he makes the move here. Oh, but then look at that. Nifty timing there. For Lag, opportunity. Gets the throw off. And throws it for 16. Lag building some momentum here. But no leech. Lag, I think on 2 occasions here, has scored with his sap that does not have any leech. And remember, since he has triggered his rekindling, he has a maximum of 150 Pyre life. He absolutely can still leech here. Just needs the right sap to score. And the answer is not Palmas. Lag just gets the orb out of there. But in doing so, gives it up to Phaler. That throw from Phaler is intercepted. Lag trying to get out of this situation he finds himself in right now. He has not a lot of space here. Fend off Phaler. He brings in the 3rd sap. Lag trying to find a way out. May have found one here. Inching forward. Wants to get rid of the orb so that he can place another sapling that's further along. But as he does so, he loses that sap in the process, and Phaler banishes another one. Lag trying to make a run for it, but he's not quick enough. Phaler cuts him off, and that is the last of Lag's saps. Oh, and Lag not quite quick enough to intercept that throw. Phaler gets a quick throw off for 14 damage, and leeches a little bit back. Phaler moving forward here. Trying to get within throwing range, and does, but he's intercepted. Lag. Treats. Gets his other sap back. And trying to find a safe place further away from his own Pyre. Oh, and look at this. He absolutely does that. Lag. Looking dangerous if he can get the orb to that character. Here he is. Throws it. For just 10 damage there, but he does leech. It's worth a little bit more than that. Lag back up to 100 Pyre life. Phaler back down to 16. And we have now reached the 30-minute mark, so yes, it has now reached that threshold. And dare I say, no end in sight. Trading saps here. Trading saps once more. Lag looking to retake the middle here, so does Phaler. Phaler pushing forward more, though. And again, willing to trade saps. That gives Lag an opportunity here, except Phaler perhaps the one to seize it. Now they both put down a sapling right in the middle. Lag moving forward with the orb. Wolfred actually passes it just in time to avoid banishment there, but now he goes down. Lag with Palmas. Lag banishes one. Trading saps once more. Flying sap. And that Wolfred for Lag is perhaps not quite in throwing range, but he's awfully close. Phaler doesn't like it, so he takes him out by taking out one of his own saps in the process. Lag only has Palmas here. And loses him. With Wolfred and Manly both back now. Again, Phaler very willing to trade saps. Everyone back here for Lag. Phaler applying the siege. Look at this. Has the orb. Has a sapling, throws it, but intercepted. But he's still here, and still dangerous. Lag trying to find an escape route. Looking to play some of those saplings. Can place another with Manly? Can, though it's not going to change much if it's right next to his Pyre. Speaking of saplings right next to his Pyre, Baylor has set up one. And has banished some of Lag's saps. Baylor looking very dangerous here if he can get the orb back. Which he has. Baylor has to retreat. Can Lag intercept from that range? He can. Bullet dodged. Baylor moving in. Banishes one sap. Lag trying to make a run for it. No, retreats. Throws the orb off his Pyre. Rebounds out. Lag perhaps the way out from this siege that he finds himself in. Baylor keeps on pushing and banishes the last of Lag's saps. Goes for the quick throw here. Gets off 11 damage. And leeches for 50% of that, I believe. Or possibly the flat 10. Baylor up to 26 now. Lag down to 89. Again, Baylor has not triggered rekindling, whereas Lag has. Lag retakes the middle. Oh, and banishes momentarily what I think was the last of Baylor's saps, although has some back now. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at this rate, we might be approaching the Rite that shall not be named. It's getting kind of close.
Ow.
Battle for the middle. Baylor wins that one. The throw. Now Baylor cancels, realize that's going to get intercepted. Back at it this time, though. Intercepted once more. Ooh, some movement here, some room for Lag. As an advanced sapling, but loses the sap that placed it, so can't seize on that opportunity. Speaking of opportunity, chance here for Baylor. No, Lag just in time gets into the position to intercept. Lag throws that one out and actually passes it to himself off the Pyre, off the Pyre and off the wall. You don't see that one too often. Throw from Baylor, intercepted once more. Lag, perhaps an opportunity here to escape. Gets the orb back. On the move with Volfred here. Tries to move that sapling further forward. Has two of them in a pretty solid position here. Lag does. Okay, they're trying to take back that ground, though. Moving in with Manly, but he loses Manly. Remember, ideally Lag would score with anyone other than Palmas. That is the one sap that does not leech. That was who he was making the move with there, though, but he goes down. Fight for the middle. Lag wins out here. Baylor still with the orb.
No.
And with some momentum here. Gaining ground. That throw intercepted. Middle is free once more. They trade places, but Lag wins out. Manly gets rid of the orb. Goes down. Oh, both of Lag's saps go down here. Opportunity perhaps for Baylor. Within throwing range, but intercepted. Volfred gives it up. Baylor moving in. Moving in aggressively at that with Palmas. Trading saps. Manly for Lag. He's close enough. Oh, no. But he gets banished here. Baylor. Palmas within range. Oh, and he even throws that one in there. Thought that might have gotten intercepted, but apparently close enough. It was too high to get intercepted. Baylor with control of the middle. Wolfred. Gets a little bit closer. Now goes for the throw. This time intercepted, yes. Lag passes to himself. Gets the sapling down as well. And Phaler starts to move in now. Oh, look at that. Lag runs in and loses a sap. When it looked for a minute there as if he was going to have a numbers advantage. Does now, though. Almost cannot place a sapling, though. So harder to claim that middle ground in this case, but now he has Manly here. Perhaps a different story this time. Lots of saps and saplings. Phaler loses one. Moves in to trade one, though. But at least in terms of real estate there, for a minute it looked like advantage Lag. But Phaler with a quick counter here. Has Palmas positioned aggressively. He's trying to move in with Wolfred as well. He has the orb here, but he goes down. Palmas is still there, though. Palmas' throw, oh, intercepted. That looked like that might have been close enough that that was going to be unblockable. Lag has Manly near the Pyre. A little slow to pick it up here, though. Denies the sapling placements from Phaler. But it just seemed like perhaps Lag might have been able to act a little bit quicker and perhaps make a move toward Phaler's Pyre. Still has the orb on lockdown, though. Gets rid of Wolfred. Oh, but look at this. Phaler, meanwhile, has set up a sap and sapling right on top of Lag's Pyre. So if Phaler is to get the orb back, he can score with it almost immediately. Oh, but Lag, look at that, is inches short. Phaler has it now from point blank. Throws in with Palmas and leeches. Well played from that one on Phaler. 25 damage and the 13 leech. Means that these two are nearly tied. In fact, Phaler actually takes the lead. And that is even without looking at, or without considering that Phaler has not yet triggered his rekindling, whereas Lag has. So perhaps Phaler, no second life bar needed. We'll have to see. Lag has control of the orb, but Phaler has control of the middle. Phaler trying to move forward. Applying the pressure with Wolfred. Able to banish one. And it goes down here. Palmas versus Palmas. Lag wins that duel. Wins another one at that. Again, Palmas is not the sap that Lag would like to be scoring with. Oh, and look at that. It's inches short again. Phaler here with Wolfred. Has some room. That is within range. That looked perhaps a little bit off target, though. It's intercepted. Phaler not done yet, though. Still has Wolfred. Now he goes down. Palmas. Trades places. Phaler with Manly. Oh, look at this. For a second there, it looked like he was going to be one step ahead of the defender. Phaler reclaiming the middle. And pushing further. That's a very dangerous sapling, and look at this. Phaler with a 25 damage throw, leeching for 50%. That drops Lag to 15. One more full damage throw for Phaler would do it unless Lag can score and leech back some more Pyre life. Lag pinned next to his Pyre right now. Perhaps a brief moment of reprieve. Looking to expand his territory. And has a bit of a foothold in the middle now. Quickly loses it. Moves in with Manly. Phaler takes the orb here and gets rid of Manly. Here's Wolfred. He goes down. Lag back with it here. Wolfred. Oh, look at this. Phaler reclaims it. And is moving in. Oh, and Lag with the last second save. Manly. Lag. Pretty firm foothold in the middle right now. 2 saps, 2 saplings. Moving in with the 3rd sap. Has the orb as well. Baylor trades with one of those saps. Oh, and Lag moving in here. Again, it seems as though every time Lag finds himself making those moves with Palmas, which is the one sap that does not have Leech, and now more than ever, that Leech is particularly relevant for Lag. Because if he can score with a 50% leeching Exile, then he can get enough Pyre Life back to survive 1 full damage score from Phaler. Otherwise, anything else would not do the trick. Speaking of which, here's Phaler with the throw, intercepted. But Phaler not done here. Moving in. And they trade places. Free orb, though. Lag currently defenseless. Phaler places the sapling, banishes one of Lag's saps, and banishes another at that. Now they trade once more. 2 seconds before Lag gets anyone back. Here's Manly. Places the sapling on top of the orb. And ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we have a new record for the longest rite. Manly. Gets rid of the orb. Phaler trades saps. Lag moving into the middle. Phaler trades again. Pushes forward here with Palmas. Banishes 1. Banishes 2. Lag. Stops that before it can become an issue. Wolfred. Making a move here. He goes down. And the risk for Lag is, of course, 1 mistake, and that could be the final mistake. Because 1 score would do it for Phaler. Lag just trying to find some way to get enough leech to get back above 25 Pyre Life so that he can survive 1 score from Phaler. Not going to happen here, though. Phaler blocks that one, or banishes Lag before he can score on that occasion. Orb unclaimed as they fight to the middle. Lag pushes a little bit here. Trade saps. Phaler with the sap linked lockdown. No, loses that sap. Advantage Lag, at least from a positioning standpoint, but Phaler quickly retakes the middle. Lag moving in, takes the orb, but gets banished. Phaler, with Manly here. Throw intercepted. But Manly is still in here. Very close to Lag's Pyre, no less, but banished. Wolfred gets rid of it. Lag at risk here. Phaler gets rid of 1 defender. And Lag with the last minute save. Phaler's not done yet. Still applying the pressure. Has Wolfred. And banishes what was at that time the last of Lag's saps. But Manly is back now. Takes the orb. And runs away with it. Goes down here. Wolfred's still very close to Lag's Pyre. Retreats a bit here. Focuses on locking down the middle. Okay, they're pushing forward a bit. Loses the sapling. Has the larger auras, though, with all those saps in the middle. Loses Wolfred, though. Lag shields off for a second, but then loses that sap there. And Phaler trades saps once more. Lag with only 1 sap remaining at the moment. Banishes 1 of Phaler's. Phaler thinking about taking the orb. Has it here. Then gets banished, though. Palmas. Can't escape. Phaler. Moving in with Wolfred. But well-placed sapling there from Lag. Right in the middle. It's there for the taking. Lag seizes it. Phaler retakes it. Manly. In throwing range here, but not quick enough. Lag able to banish. Lag looking to set up those saplings to avoid getting locked in. Phaler's still moving in. Gets rid of 1 of those saps. Lag retreats a bit. Phaler takes this opportunity to establish more of a presence in the middle. Loses 1 of those saps, though. Retreats with the other. Lag trying to set up saplings as close as possible. Phaler's Pyre here. Trying to get one that is within throwing range if possible. Again, it's Palmas. Lag wants to find a way to score with anyone other than Palmas to get the leech happening. He's looking for a sapling a little bit closer still. Gets one on the other side of that water. Can he get someone over there safely, though, with the orb? No, he loses that sapling. Retreats. Oh, but gets banished nonetheless. Taylor with Manly, making a move here. Oh, for a second, I thought that was a throw. No, that was him dropping the orb as he got banished. Otherwise, that could have been game. Bullfred. He goes down here. Taylor pinning lag in. No one back to defend. 3 seconds before anyone returns. Is this the time? And Failure has done it.
Oh, God, there it is. All right.
Takes the longest right in Rite Club history.
Give me the time. How long was that?
About 48, 47 minutes, somewhere around there.
Oh, jeez.
GG. Well played.
It isn't often I can say all proceeds as planned. That was sure planned, wasn't it?